Good evening. Good evening and welcome to another episode of Kampong Kid Life where we talk about coconuts, the universe and everything else in between. Welcome to another 60 minutes. I'm Douglas Kampong Kid who will be with you for this next 60 minutes, and I will be looking at some topics and questions that may come up, and I will do my best to give a perspective, to give an opinion, to share an experience of whatever that may come up, with the hope that these insights or my worldview from my reality box will offer you some insights, to be able to see the same thing maybe in a different way from your reality box. And I hope with that over the next 60 minutes, we will together expand our reality boxes. So let's see. So the power of think big is the topic for this evening. And before I get into that, let's see who's online. I hope I got that right. Good evening. Trambui Uindo Chen Bao. Good evening, Yun An. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. Some of the names are new, some are people who've been regularly here on a Thursday evening. So let's take a look. The power of think big. They surprise me. They surprise me with all these topics all the time. They present it to me and say, Douglas, that's a topic for the evening. And then they present whatever it is that is a perspective of whatever that topic is. And this think big thing, I think it's been going around. This think big. And I asked the team, is it necessary? Is it necessary? How do you feel? Do you feel, and I'm asking all of you right now, do you feel that it is important for you to think big? And I would like all of you to be thinking about that as I share. Is it important? Is it important to you to think big? If it is, why? If it is not, why not? So they say, right? So they say if you want to be successful, you've got to think big. Actually think bigger. There's a difference between think big and think bigger. Think bigger means wherever you are at, scale it up. Think big. So big is big versus what? Big versus not big. Not big means what? Small. So is it necessary to think big or to be big to be successful? There are lots of people who are very, very successful who don't think big. Then that goes to the definition of what success is. And to me, success is getting what you want. Success is being happy. Success is deciding that you want to create something and actually creating it. Success is having a plan and fulfilling that plan. Success is getting whatever it is that you want in your life. So there are many, many definitions of success and what success looks like. And I will also say this, in my many, many years on this planet, in this lifetime, when I was younger, I'm quite old. When I was younger, this whole think big. Douglas, you got to think bigger. Douglas, all around. And it especially started during the internet days. The start of the internet, the dot-com boom, which was in 1998. And I rode the wave. I rode that wave, and during that time, there was this thing that was going around, which was this BHAG, BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. Which seemed to be the buzzword of all internet companies. To have this big, hairy, audacious goal. To have this big dream, and it seemed like that was that thing to do. To dream big, not only to dream big, but to dream bigger. And I saw a lot of people go through that phase of wanting to do that bigger thing, to play that bigger game. Um, most didn't make it. Okay, most didn't make it. Okay, most of the companies that I worked with, okay, during the the growth of the dot com boom, um, who were other companies who wanted to be huge in that time. Okay, most didn't make it. Okay, so we are left with a few standing, and the ones that are still standing who eventually became big. If you think about it, okay, if I think about it, they didn't really start with wanting to be big. Okay, they became big because of the value that they created, and a lot of people wanted the value that they created, and they did it right, and they became big as a result. Okay, did they start thinking big from the start? I actually don't know. Okay, but they did start by doing the thing that they wanted to do. Okay, and Apple's slogan is actually think different, not think big. Okay, which is something that I resonate a lot more with than thinking big. Okay, I'm not sure if there's someone's slogan that's actually think big. Okay, think big is something people tell us to do. But do we need to play the big game? Okay, at this point in my life, looking back, once upon a time when I was younger, yeah, so that was the thing, that was the wave, that was the view, that was the perspective, that was the model of the world. Okay, to do that, play that big game. And honestly, and I asked myself, okay, I asked myself in recent years, do I want to be running that huge company, okay, with thousands and thousands and thousands of employees doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year? There's a cost, okay, to that. And I realized that I don't want to live that kind of life, okay? That is not the life that I want. Okay, that's not the life that I want. And then we have everyone, okay, who goes to school, okay, which I talk about, okay, who goes to school, okay, and then does the paper thing, and then after getting the paper thing, they do the job thing, and then they spend the next 30, 40 years, okay, being an employee, okay, to retire at age 65, 70, or whatever the number is, to then be able to do something else that maybe they really want to do, okay, and that's giving, they're spending the next, 40 years, okay, in a job, okay, earning a living and selling time. So that is something that I also don't agree with, okay, to follow that route. But it works for some people. Okay, it works for some people because that's the thing that they want to do in their life, okay, to just do a job, okay, to earn a living and to be able to get whatever it is that they want to get in their lifetime. And they're happy. Okay, and if you're happy doing that, then do whatever it is that whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, and don't let anyone else tell you differently. Okay, the people I poke, okay, the people I poke are the people who are unhappy doing that. Okay, but continue doing that anyway. The people I poke, okay, are not necessarily the employee, just employees either. They're the people who are unhappy doing whatever it is that they are doing, and then complaining about it. Okay, and to me, there's always a choice. Okay, and even when I poke people, okay, some people say I grill them. Even when I poke people, okay, to stir up, to disturb them a little bit, to create a disturbance in the force. Even when I do that, okay, it's not necessary to have people play a bigger game. Okay, so I said I'm aligned, okay, with Apple's slogan, which is to think different, okay, and the think different slogan was actually created in around 1997, okay, and they released an advert, a video advertisement about a minute, okay, go Google it on YouTube, think different ad by Apple, and it's about thinking differently. Okay, the ad talks about the crazy people, the people who don't fit into the mold, the square pegs in the round holes, the people who resist the norm, the people who question status quo, the people who challenge, okay, the current establishment. Okay, these are the people who create change in the world because they think differently. If we all think the same, nothing's going to change, right? If we all think the same, we're just going to get more of whatever it is that we are getting right now. It is when we start to think differently, then we introduce something different into our lives. And that is the thing that I'm aligned with, and that is that difference that I feel that each of us need to acknowledge and recognize that we need to make in our lifetimes by being different, by being unique. And that's the work that I do right now. Okay, the Crack Your Strengths Quotient program that we run is about helping people discover their own uniqueness and then develop that into a superpower to be able to create their life, okay, in a way that is in flow, okay, with who they are. Okay, and that is something I have a stand for, not necessarily thinking big. Okay, being successful comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes, depending on what each of us want. So the core of it is to know what you want, and that's that thing that most people either don't think about enough, okay, or may not be aware of. Okay, is it possible to really have your dream? Is it really possible to live life exactly as you want? Is it really possible to do something different? Okay, is it really possible to steer away from the traditional linear career path that most people spend their lives doing? Okay, so all these constructs are man-made. Okay, and if they're designed in a certain way by other people, okay, it also means that we have the power and choice to be able to design that in the way that we want. So I'm not saying that big or small are good or bad. Okay, big is just a state. Okay, small is just another state. Both are equally significant. If you want to be challenged to play the bigger game, okay, there's a price to be paid. Okay, then play the bigger game if that's what you want. Do it because you want to do it, not because that's the way that's the way things are done. Okay, and if you don't want to play big, that's equally significant. Okay, because each of us contribute something to this planet in the way that only we can. Okay, the small things not sometimes, okay, the small things are equally significant compared to the big things. So there was this story about a fisherman, okay, who was in a fishing village, and so they go out. So the fishermen go out very, very, very early in the morning, and these are village fishermen. So they go out and then they'll catch fish, right? That's what fishermen do. They'll catch fish, and then when they caught the fish, and then they come back, they unload, clean up, and all that, and then they were resting. And then a rich businessman came by who happened to be on holiday, okay, in that same area, and saw these fishermen who were resting, and said that, wow, they're so lazy, they're not working. Okay, they're not these people don't know how to work, are not working hard. So he goes to them and says, hey, if you work a little bit harder, okay, then you'll be able to catch more fish. Okay, then the fisherman say, okay, so why do I want to catch more fish? So, well, if you catch more fish, then you will generate more income. Then why do I want to generate more income? Okay, so if you generate more income, okay, you get more cash, then you can buy another boat, okay, or buy more boats, and then you can have people who will work for you, who will then help you catch more fish. Okay, then why do I want to have more boats and more people helping me catch more fish? Okay, so that you will have a lot, and if you have a lot of people helping you catch a lot of fish, okay, you make a lot of cash, and then you will have more time. And they say, why do I want to have more time and have people do that for me? Oh, so when you have more time, then you'll be able to do the things that you want to do and rest and spend time by the beach. And then they say, but we're doing that now. We're doing that now. Why do we need to go do all that to do what we are already doing now? Okay, so do you need to play the big game? You don't. You don't need to play the big game to be successful. You do need to know what you want. Okay, you do need to know what is meaningful and fulfilling for you. You do need to realize that each of us, all of us, are significant in whatever it is that we do. You do need to know that there is a purpose, okay, that each of us are here on this planet to fulfill. Okay, and our job, okay, is to discover what that purpose is. Okay, to discover your ikigai zone, okay, that place that is meaningful, fulfilling, okay, doing what is aligned with your purpose. Okay, did I know all this? Okay, all the time. Did I always know all this? No, I didn't. Okay, when I was younger, I was also equally attracted to playing that big game because it was sexy and exciting and glamorous, full of promise, and there was an idea about what success looked like. Okay, and after being on the planet long enough, okay, and letting go of all these programming and stories, it doesn't have to be that way. Okay, do the thing you want to do because you want to do it, big or small. Okay, success is getting there. Okay. Why do I sometimes feel I have enough and get bored with everything? So there are two parts to that, right? The first part is why do I sometimes feel I have enough? Only sometimes. Only sometimes. Then what about the rest of the time you feel that you don't have enough? Okay, and the second part is getting bored with everything. Do you get bored when you feel that you have enough, or do you get bored regardless of whether you think that you have enough or not? So two things, right? Okay, and I'm assuming that when you sometimes during the times when you feel that you have enough, that's when you feel bored. Very simple. Okay, no challenge, no growth. Okay, when you have enough, when you reach the stage where, okay, so there are things that we need, okay, or want, or whatever it is, okay, the things that we want or need, and that we don't have yet. Okay, so when there's something that we want or need and we don't have it yet, okay, so we want this and we are here, okay, so there's a gap, and we have to figure out how to close the gap. Okay, and in order to get from here to here, you need to invest something. Okay, you need to invest something to bring this level from here up. Okay, it's not going to come up on its own. Okay, you need to invest something. Okay, and that something is time and energy. Okay, time and energy to raise this level up to where you want it to be. And this gap is that there are going to be challenges. Okay, so there are going to be challenges to increase this from here to here. And this is where it's very exciting. Okay, this is where it's very exciting because you need to figure out, okay, how to close this gap. Okay, and closing this gap with whatever challenges, problems, and struggles, okay, and problems, obstacles, and struggles exist because it is something that we don't know how to do. Okay, it is an unknown. Because if we knew how to do it, we won't be here, we will be here. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, this is know, this is don't know. Okay, so you need to shift from don't know to know, and you need to acquire knowledge, skills, and tools. And acquiring knowledge, skills, and tools means what? Means expansion, means growth, means something different, means something new. Okay, means fighting the enemy out there, okay, in order to bring this up. Okay, and most people will never feel bored doing this because this is accelerating. Okay, but again, okay, also depending on how you perceive challenges, struggles, and obstacles and all these problems. Okay, some people don't like it. It's like you're here, and then you want to come here, and then they ask, okay, why are there so many obstacles in the way? Okay, why are there so many challenges that are thrown in the way of getting from here to here? Okay, it can be this to this, or can be this to this. It doesn't matter. It is just where you are and where you want to be. Okay, this is easier to see than this. So there's a journey to be traveled. Okay, and this journey is unknown. Okay, very exciting, very exciting. Okay, sometimes very sexy. Okay, if you look at it from a sexy perspective. Okay, if you look at it from, oh my God, all these problems, all these challenges, and all these things that are in the way, okay, then it's going to be difficult because you're seeing the rocks. Okay, you're seeing the obstacles, okay, as things in the way. Okay, but you see things as each of these things as opportunities to grow, then you will see them as opportunities to grow. It is the same thing. Okay, the rock is the rock, the obstacle is the obstacle. Whatever is in the way is in the way. Whatever you don't know is something that you don't know. It's the same thing. The good or bad, right or wrong, hard or easy, okay, is the meaning that we attach to the things that are in the way. Okay, but it's the same thing, right? If somebody is stopping you, that somebody is just that somebody or something, whatever it is, it's the same thing. You choose to see that as an opportunity for growth, okay, or something that's in the way of you getting to where you want to go. Okay, it's not going to go away on its own. Okay, because it just isn't going to go away on its own. Okay, but that process creates growth. You acquire knowledge, skills, and tools. You practice, you make mistakes, you acquire experience. Okay, and after that journey, when you get to where you want to go, okay, your reality box has expanded to include the things that you didn't know before. Okay, and that's growth, very exciting. But when you get there, there's nothing more to do. There's nothing more to do, right? There's nothing more that you need to do because you're already there. Okay, so for all the time and energy that you had to invest to bring this up, okay, you don't need to do anymore. And suddenly you have all this excess energy, all this excess time, because you're already there. You're already there. So what do? So you feel bored. You feel bored and then you create drama. Okay, this is the time to rest. Okay, so it's always chaos. Okay, this is chaos, order. Okay, and this is the time you rest a little while, and then you find the next thing to do. You go to the next level and the next level and the next level. Okay, and some people may see this as getting bigger. I just see it as doing something different. Okay, what is changing is the shape of the reality box. Okay, what is changing is the size of the reality box. It is not a bigger or smaller conversation. Okay, so if you feel bored, then go and look for the next problem to solve. Go and look for the next challenge, the next goal, because that's what life is. It's a process of one goal after another, and another, and another, and another. Okay, of increasing. The only one thing that we get to keep all our lives. Okay, we build our experiential assets. Okay, and experience to me is the new currency of life. It is not cash. Okay, we trade time. Don't trade time. So I say don't sell time for money, right? Sell value. Okay, and how do you do that? Okay, use time, convert time. Don't convert time into money. Okay, that's what I mean. Don't sell time. Okay, sell value. Convert time into experience, and experience creates value. Okay, convert time, the time that we have, convert that into experience, and that experience is what we can create as value in exchange for cash over and over and over and over and over again. Sell value, not time. Okay, so trade your time for experience. Okay, when you get to where you want to go, look for the next thing and get more experience. Okay, look for the next thing and get more experience. Okay, that is the strongest currency that all of us will have, that nobody can ever take away. You can lose. Okay, time definitely will go. You know, we lose time all the time. We lose time all the time. Yeah. Okay, we can lose money. Can we ever lose experience? No. Okay, so if you're bored, go and look for the next thing to do. Okay. Thank you. The more I understand my situation, the more I understand my situation, the more disadvantaged I feel. Why? Hmm. So there are two parts, so many two parts today. Okay, so two parts. The two parts I break it down. Okay, that I see. Okay, the first is understanding the situation. Okay, understanding the situation means having more clarity, and clarity comes from what? Clarity comes from more information, more perspectives, being able to see things differently. Okay, whatever it is, it's being able to have a better grasp of whatever is happening, that event, okay, that the circumstances. So that's understanding the situation better. Okay, the more disadvantaged I feel, because it's interesting, because you can feel advantage when you know when. Okay, same situation. Okay, it's the same situation. Okay, and you can feel advantaged or disadvantaged. Okay, same situation. You will feel disadvantaged when you see problems that you don't think you can solve, right? That's what disadvantage feels like. Okay, I don't seem to be able to overcome. Okay, or I don't have what is needed to overcome. Okay, the things that are going on, I don't have the solutions, and so it's a feeling disadvantage comes from a perspective of lack, not enough. I don't have what I need in order to resolve the situation. Okay, it comes from I don't know how to do this. Okay, that's why you feel disadvantaged. Okay, when you see the situation as a problem. Okay, when you see the situation as a challenge that you cannot overcome. Yes, oh my God, what do I do? That's why. So I can end it here. I can totally end it here. Okay, and then you go figure out how do you turn. So how do you turn? Okay, okay, but I won't. I'm not so evil. How do you turn disadvantage, okay, the feeling disadvantage into advantage? Okay, by seeing the situation, the challenging circumstances as a gift. Oh my God. Really? How do you see challenges as a gift? Okay, yeah, I talk about this all the time. Okay, when the universe throws us stuff that we don't like, we say thank you. When the universe throws us stuff that we like, when the universe throws me stuff, I say thank you. The stuff that I don't like, I also say thank you. So it means say thank you all the time. Just say thank you, okay? And saying thank you all the time means being grateful. Okay, gratitude is amazing. So if I see the situation or the circumstances and having more information and being clearer and understanding the situation better with insights and perspectives and all that and seeing all that as gifts. Okay, what does that mean? It means that I have these gifts that are going to do something for me. Okay, if I overcome these challenges, okay, I'm going to have more than I had before. I'm going to know something that I didn't know before. I'm going to learn. I'm going to get knowledge, skills, and tools. Okay, I talk about this all the time. Okay, I'm going to have whatever it is, okay, that I didn't have before. And these things that I see now about the situation are opportunities created for me to acquire all that. Okay, which wouldn't be possible if the circumstances of my situation were not in the way that they are right now. That's leading me to possibly feel disadvantaged. Okay, disadvantage is it's an amazing thing. Okay, if you can just turn that around and say, okay, so what is there for me to gain? Okay, what is the learning opportunity? What is the gift that is existing in this situation right now? Okay, that has been, wow, of all the people, I feel so privileged. Of all the people on this planet, okay, I feel so privileged that the universe is giving this to me and not to someone else. So thank you, thank you, universe, for choosing me. Thank you, universe, for choosing to give me these problems. Thank you, universe, for choosing to give me these challenges and these struggles and these obstacles. And not giving that to someone else. Because if somebody else got it, then they would have got the gift and not me. So if I see that, why would I ever feel disadvantaged? I feel privileged instead. Okay, so that's the same thing. Okay, whatever it is, it's the same thing. The only difference is what I choose to see. Okay. How can I give up thinking for my family and instead for myself? Does it have to be one or the other? Does it have to be one or the other? Why do you want to give up thinking for my family and instead for myself? I feel okay. So here's my worldview. Okay, my worldview is always think for myself first. So, oh my God, Douglas, you're so selfish. My worldview is always to think for yourself first. Why? Because if you don't think for yourself first, who's going to think for you? The only person who can think for you, okay, is yourself. So if you're not thinking for yourself, nobody else is going to do that for you. And we are all here on this planet not just to survive, but to thrive, to be able to do whatever it is that we're meant to do in our lifetime, to live the life that we are supposed to live. Nobody else can live our lives for us. And in the same way, there's nothing that we can't live our lives for anybody else either. Okay? So we've got to live our life for ourselves. And other people cannot live their lives for us. Okay? Our families cannot live their lives for us. And our families cannot live their lives through us. Cannot. Each of us have our own life. Okay? You have yours, I have mine. Okay? That's the fact. That's the reality. So I will choose to think for myself first because I need to take care of this life. I do. If I'm not able to take care of this life for myself, nobody else, number one, nobody else can take care of it for me. And number two, number two, okay, if I can't take care of it for me, then I cannot contribute to someone else. I can only give to someone else what I have myself. I can only give love if I have loved myself. Okay? If I don't understand love, okay, if I don't know how it is, what it means to love myself or to feel loved, I will not know how to love someone else or feel loved by someone else. It's a foreign concept. Okay, so it all goes back to experience. I can only understand something, not even fully. I can only begin to understand something when I have the experience of that something. Okay? I can only understand what spiciness is if I eat a chili pepper or chili. Okay? I can only understand the intensity of the spiciness if I take the spiciest chili. Okay? And oh my God, then you burn, then your tongue burns. Okay, there is no way anyone else can describe that to us. Cannot. Okay, so life is about experience. We cannot understand anything without first experiencing it ourselves and then knowing it for ourselves. And that's why I will say, okay, me first. Okay, but me first doesn't mean that I need to disadvantage someone else. Me first is for the purpose of me then being able to create the experience for someone else. Only when I survive, then I can help someone else. I can't help anyone if I'm dead, right? I cannot create happiness for people around me. Okay, if I live in sadness, okay, then it's not real. I cannot love someone else if I don't understand love myself. It's not real. Okay, then what is love? Okay, and as much as I have that experience for myself, I can also not tell someone else of my experience. I need to allow them to get the experience themselves. Okay, let's go back to love. Okay, in order to love someone else, I must love myself. Okay, I must understand what it means for me to love me and for someone to love me. Okay, two perspectives. For me to love me and for someone to love me. And when I understand that, then I can love someone else, but I cannot describe it. I need to allow the other person to experience love. But they can, other people in the same way, okay, other people can only experience love. Okay, even if I understand love, okay, what it means to love myself and what it means to be loved, if I attempt to love someone who has no self-love, okay, that someone does not understand what it means to love himself or herself or be loved, they don't. And even no matter what I do to attempt to love the person, they won't get it. And that's why we have different definitions. Okay, or understanding. Okay, it's when two people who have the experience of being loved themselves and being loved by other people who come together, then they truly understand what it means to get into that um relationship, okay, of being loved. Okay, so why me first? Because until I'm able to give whatever it is that I need to give myself, I cannot give to someone else. And it's not about giving up thinking about family and instead of myself. It is not a mutually exclusive situation. Okay, it is acknowledging that I've got a life to live, first and foremost. Okay, and I need to be responsible for this life that I have to live. Nobody else can be responsible for that. Okay, my family cannot be responsible for that. Okay, and I cannot thrust that responsibility to them. It is not theirs. It is mine. Okay, so I need to be responsible, okay, and do whatever it is that I need to do in whatever form that I need to do it in. Okay, and then that may include, okay, whatever it is that I decide that I want to contribute to my family. I need to think me first. Because if I'm thinking others first, okay, about other people's happiness, other people need and everything else in between, and I'm sacrificing myself, okay, I'm not serving anyone. Okay, number one, I'll be miserable. And number one, this being miserable or not having what I need, okay, will diminish my capacity to contribute to someone else, family included. Okay, and certainly, please, okay, don't live your parents' dreams. Okay, don't do things to go because my father, it was my father's dream, my mother's dream. Okay, it's their dream. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Have your own dreams. Because if you live their dreams and it's not your dream, okay, then you're giving up your dream, okay, in order to fulfill your dream. And even if you fulfill their dream, okay, by doing whatever it is that they were dreaming of, okay, you fulfill it, they still they still don't get the benefit of the fulfillment of the dream. Because you have fulfilled it, not them. So don't ever do it. Okay, some people will not like me for saying this. So don't ever do it. Okay, live your life. Be responsible. Because only you can do that. Okay. Don't believe social media. I keep seeing on social media the right mindset is to focus on the head, shut the heart, and get rich. Who says? Who says? Okay, just be, social media is not the truth. Social media are just lots and lots and lots and lots of opinions. There is no right mindset to focus on the head and shut the heart. Okay, what is life? Life is full experience. Okay, what is life? Who am I? Okay, I am both my head and my heart. I am both my body and my soul. Okay, I am everything that I am. I am my talents as well as my weaknesses. Okay, I am my strengths as well as my faults. Faults. Okay, I am complete. Okay, I am awake. I am asleep. Okay, I am connected. I am on my own. Okay, I am whole and complete as I am. And to fully experience life is to fully experience everything that life has to offer. And I talk about this, okay, many, many times. The 9 dimensions of wealth. The 9 dimensions of wealth. Okay, and the 9 dimensions of wealth is how I live my life. Okay, looking at wealth holistically, okay, and making sure that I'm investing in each of these 9 dimensions, okay, in the way that I want each of these 9 dimensions to be developed. My plan, okay, my design, okay, getting rich, focusing on the head, shutting the heart, okay, is not a balanced perspective of wealth. Okay, the head and the heart are both equal parts of who we are. So why shut one down? Why shut the heart down? Okay, then we are living at less than full capacity. Right? It's like you drive the car. Okay, let's turn off the aircon to save fuel. Okay, then you're in there sweating, melting, and in the extreme heat or whatever it is. Okay, and you may get to where you want to go, but you had a miserable time getting there. Okay, is that what you want? Okay, I actually want to enjoy the journey. Okay, have an experience of everything, every aspect of my life. Okay, so it's to be able to invest in each of these 9 dimensions. Okay, and those of you who've not heard, who don't know what the heck I am talking about, these 9 dimensions of wealth, go attend the Resilience Blueprint or any of my programs. Okay, it is the core. It is the core, the core. Okay, the source of what I consider total holistic wealth. So don't shut anything down. Don't believe social media. Okay, your soul will know what you need, and the soul is part of who we are. Okay, that's our head, our heart, our bodies, our everything else in between. Okay, and getting rich, I am assuming, is about making a lot of money. Okay, which goes back to the first conversation about playing big. Why do you want to play big? Why do you want to get rich? Okay, getting rich or having money, I'm making that assumption, okay, because that's the general definition out there of being rich. What being rich means, okay, is having lots and 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 lots of cash, okay, to buy lots and lots and lots and lots of things. Which, okay, you can see me rolling my eyes. Okay, which is the most ridiculous thing ever because we don't get to keep anything. Okay, those things are transient. Things are transient. The only thing we get to keep is our experience of life, whole and complete. So why do you want to shut any part of it down to get a lesser experience of life than the life that you deserve? Why? It doesn't make sense. Okay, so first and foremost, live holistically, which is everything. Do the things that make you happy, give you meaning and fulfillment. Okay, and live the life that you want for yourself. Okay. Do we have anything else? Oh my God, crisis at the age of 25. Okay, I know it's not funny. Okay, it's funny when I'm 53. I get to laugh at 25. Okay, I was once 25 and I also had a crisis. What's a crisis? Okay, a crisis is feeling lost, right? And it's having a breakdown. Is what? Okay, different people have different definition of crisis. Okay, some people cannot. Okay, some people don't have the branded bag and then they are in crisis. So, oh my God, everybody has a branded bag and I don't have. I'm in crisis. Okay, not funny. So what's a crisis? A crisis is. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. It's just very funny. It's very funny for me because crisis for me and a crisis of a 25-year-old are different crisis. Okay, a crisis for me is if the world is going to end tomorrow. Okay, it's not a crisis. Then we just move to the next lifetime. Crises are all opportunities. All crises. The plural for crisis is crisis. Okay, all crises are opportunities for growth. Okay, that's what they are. So if you have a crisis, okay, it's just a matter of changing the perspective. Be grateful for the crisis. You can't do anything about what's happening. You can't. Okay, if whatever the universe is giving to you, you can't say no. You can't say you can't tell the universe, no, I don't want that. You can't. Okay, it is there. It is there. Deal with it. Okay, and whether you break down or you break through is a choice of how you see that obstacle. Okay, crisis, relationship with words. Okay, I don't see crisis as a negative thing. Okay, that's the thing. I don't see crisis. That's why I laugh. Okay, I don't see crisis as a negative thing at all. Okay, I see crisis as just opportunities to grow, and I'm very grateful. I'm always very, very grateful for any crisis. It's like, oh my God, I don't know how to deal with this. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, if you don't know how to deal with it, good, great, fantastic, congratulations. Okay, you have a new game to play. Okay, new challenge. You know, you play games at each level. Okay, you will practice, 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 practice. Right, whatever the game it is. Okay, if it's shooting game, you practice shooting all the small monsters first. Okay, kill all the small monsters. Then you get better and better and better. Okay, as you kill these small monsters, if you move, so you progress, right? So you progress in the game. Then you kill all these small monsters, small monsters, small monsters. Then as you get in the game, you kill bigger and bigger monsters and bigger and bigger, 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 bigger. And suddenly you have this huge monster that you need to kill, but you only know how to kill this big monster or this big boss because you have practiced killing all the small little monsters along the way and get before you get to this big monster. Okay, there's no way you can face the big monster immediately because you don't have the skills, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the practice, okay, from that you got from killing all the small little monsters, okay, in order to fight this big monster. When you fight this big monster and you kill it, okay, congratulations, da, 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 da. You go to the next level. And then you kill more monsters, okay, but these small little monsters are bigger than the small monsters in the previous level. Okay, life is like that. It's a game. Okay, for those of you who may believe me, right, you know, this life that we are in is a simulation. Okay, that's just one big computer game that we have to go through different stages, and every time we fight this big monster, okay, it means that it's time. It's time. It's time to face what you need to face so that you get to the next level. So that's what a crisis is. Okay, it means that you're going to get to the next level. So that's what it is. When you're age 25, I'm sorry it doesn't stop. I'm sorry it doesn't stop. What may feel like a crisis at age 25, okay, what may feel like a crisis at age 25 when I was 25, at age 53 right now, okay, looking at that same thing, that same event, it's not a crisis to me anymore because I've overcome it. Okay, whatever it is, and I've seen lots of dude. Okay, once you've overcome the crisis, it stops being a crisis. Okay, you have acquired new experience. Okay, the same thing occurs again. It's no longer a crisis because you know it will pass. Because you know that you know how to deal with it. Because you know, okay, that you have grown, you have outgrown that crisis. Okay, you have become a bigger person, but only if you overcome the crisis. Okay, and earlier I talked about this. Okay, when you encounter the thing, only two things can occur: breakdown or breakthrough. Okay, and breakdown or breakthrough is a choice. Okay, breakthrough means you need to fight for it. Okay, you need to fight, you need to believe, you need to invest time, energy, resources to learn to play the game and to overcome and fight that monster. It's a gift. Okay, breakdown is, oh my God, I give up. And the crisis remains there because you never learned. You never learned to overcome it. The crisis persists. Okay, the crisis will persist as long as you don't learn to overcome it. Same thing, you play the game, okay, you come to the monster, oh my God, monster, I can't fight this. Okay, the monster will remain there until you kill it. That's what life is. The monster will remain there until you kill it, then you get to the next level. What to do when you don't know what to do, okay, is to find out what you need to do. That's all. Okay, congratulations, you've come to something that you don't know. Now you know. Now you know what you didn't know that you didn't know before. And now that you know what you didn't know that you didn't know before, it is no longer something that you don't know, because you already know it. And if you already know it, now it's time to do something about that thing that you didn't know before. Congratulations. Welcome to the next level. Why do I have to strive every day? Then what do you want? What do you want to have? To have a better life handed to you on a platter, wrapped in glitter and foil, okay, with roses and stars and fireworks. You won't appreciate it. You won't appreciate it because you got it for free. You won't appreciate it because you didn't have to fight for it. You won't appreciate it because there was no effort that you put to get that thing. Okay. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Okay, we all want the things that we can't have. We're sadistic. We all want the things that we don't have, and then we fight for it. Okay, and because we fight for it, okay, it makes the victory so much sweeter, because we've invested time, energy, and effort to get it. The piece of paper, okay, that piece of paper that says this person has got the knowledge, skills, and tools to be able to do a job. You have to fight. You have to invest 20 years of your life to get it. And that's why it is so meaningful to get. That's why people celebrate. Okay, maybe they celebrate because no more school. Because it was hard to get. Okay, the value of anything, the value of the price is dependent on the effort that we invested to get it. And the more effort we invested to get the prize or the reward, okay, the more we value that reward. If it was just handed to us, here, we won't appreciate it. And we wouldn't have experienced the growth and expansion along the way to getting it. The price is the price. Okay, the price is the price, whatever the price is. Okay, it is the journey that creates the expansion, okay, that makes us appreciate the price. Okay, it doesn't matter what the price is. It doesn't matter what that point of life is. Okay, we appreciate it because we invested effort to get there. If we didn't have to invest effort to get there, okay, we take it for granted. Okay, and the value becomes significantly less. Okay, so why do you have to strive for a better life? Then you will love life more. Okay. Thank you for your 60 minutes. Tonight's conversation has been interesting. I apologize if I laugh at crisis. That's what they are, gifts. When you get a gift, you look at the gift in the face and then you laugh. Okay, you have a choice. Okay, you can laugh or you can cry. And between laughing and crying, I'll rather choose to laugh because there's going to be plenty of opportunities to cry. Not that crying is right or wrong, or laughing is right or wrong. They're just different emotions, and life is experiencing the entire range. Okay, so laugh like you've never laughed before, dance like you've never danced before, live like you've never lived before, live like there's no tomorrow. Thank you for the 60 minutes. I hope that it has been meaningful for all of you. Please help me to like, share, and subscribe so that this gets out to a lot more people, okay, who may be exposed to my nonsense. And I hope they do. Yeah, so help me like, share, and subscribe to get this out a lot more. Okay, and maybe I'll get to poke a few more people along the way. Thank you for being here. Next week I won't be. Okay, next week there's no live stream because next Thursday evening we will be. I'm preparing for. So we are running the Crack Your Strengths Quotient program next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3-day live program in Singapore, and we'll be preparing for that program. And so Thursday evening I won't be here, and I'll see you back the following Thursday after that. That will be in August. In the meantime, take care. Kampung Kid out.